Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, let's accelerate. Let's freaking go. So, priority. Priority. Actually, hold up. I need to go to Crucius 4 just for a second. Just whilst I'm here, I did say that I got extra EM rail ejectors. So let's divert. Let's refocus our course just briefly, and we'll go hopefully not run out of power. Actually, what am I talking about? We got plenty of deuterium fuel rods. What am I talking about? We are deuterium fuel rod rich. Okay, we're gonna crash into the surface. I mean, we're going to aggressively decelerate, absolutely in line with the laws of physics, on the surface of Crucius 4, and we're gonna add 5 brand new EM rail ejectors to the setup. Oh my goodness. Okay, just look for the big bright blue flashes. That's where the action is. Okay. All right, how many satellites do we have? Oh my goodness, look at that. We've got 4,600 solar sails. That's a little bit crazy, actually. That's a little bit crazy. But you know what? I like it. There we go. There we go. And it's a very simple fix. That's... Keep it coming, keep it coming. Am I going to be able to build on this ground here? Yes, I am. It's going to flatten the Earth in a very, very weird way. The sails are all loaded, I believe. The sails are all loaded into the weapons, and they're just not firing at the moment because I presume that it's something to do with they've either reached the pitch limit or they've fired more than 20 over the course of a minute. Oh my goodness, more of these freaking... Okay, alright. We'll just use basic. You just use basic ones for now, it's fine. Oh, I've misplaced it. Alright, so this is going to make a big difference. This is going to increase our theoretical maximum. Very, very important. There we go. Nice. More freaking iron. I don't believe the amount of iron that we need. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. If only I had the foresight to, you know... Oh, just use one of these. Just use one of these for now. Just use these satellite substation thingies. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Set. Out of range. Set. There we go. Okay, so that's going to probably add, what, like another 600 maybe? 600 satellites to the rotation over the course of however long. So yeah, that'll probably be pretty good. Will probably be pretty good. Right, so we are looking for Crucius. There it is. Good stuff. And let's accelerate. Let's accelerate aggressively. Running a belt next to the EM ejector rails. Yeah, we could do. We could do in the future. The reason that I just did this is because it kept my belt usage to a minimum. Although I suppose we're using less belt, but we're using more inserters. So, truthfully, I'm not really sure what the winning outcome is here. I guess either way kind of works for now anyway, so it's fine. It's fine. Okay, let's crash land. I mean, let's decelerate aggressively. And then let's get to work. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. First and foremost, let's sort out universe exploration. And you know what? This is a great time. This is a great time to finally, at long last, update my entire system. I say update my entire system. Update the purple and the green cubes to both be transported via interstellar logistics system. Not interstellar logistics system. The regular stellar logistics system. You know what I'm talking about. Interplanetary, that's the one. Okay. This is amusing. So the wind turbines can't be close to each other, but you can stick a hulking great planetary logistics system right in the middle there. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Very, very strange. That's a weird one. That is a weird one. I kind of do want to circle the planet with railguns. I kind of like the idea of Crucius 4 just being completely surrounded. It is highly amusing. Okay. Let's get this. Supply, goods. Will it work without a drone in? It may work without a drone in. But I actually doubt that it'll work without a drone. The reason being, we probably don't have a drone at the other end of the system, which is a problem. That's okay. We can now just plonk down as many of these things as we want to plonk down, so that's exactly what I'm going to do here. Alrighty. Yeah, so I haven't really found any particularly interesting planetary types yet, or at least I haven't visited any. There are definitely some around. Whether I've seen them, I don't think that I have. Just trying to recall the types of planets that I've seen. I certainly want to do more exploring, hence why I really, really, really want to get Universe Exploration 4 up and running. There we go. Looking very, very fancy indeed. And if we could just do... If we could just get a couple of drones, then we'd be grand. Excellent. Right, so iron. How much iron do we have coming in here? We got a lot of iron coming in here. A lot of iron coming in. That's good. Now, what about steel production? What about steel production indeed? So we do have iron in our system somewhere. Yeah, so we have iron in our system here. And we also have iron plates, that is. Not just iron. So we have iron plates coming into the system over here, and we have it exiting the system back over there where I just was. Okay, and then the iron is coming down here, and that's it for the most part. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. This is okay. This is very, very fine. Automating drones, automating logistic ships, maybe not necessarily logistic ships, but definitely automating carriers as well. If we could do all of those things over the next wee while, I would be pretty darn satisfied. That would be pretty excellent. That's kind of my mission at the moment. Right. Here's what I want to do. Here's what I want to do. I need some of these magnet things. First of all, getting steel into the logistics system, right? This is a little priority, at least for now. So let's basically create a big old bank of steel. This is processed iron that we have coming down here. So this is actually a really, really great place to do steel processing, because we're probably not going to build anything over here anyway. So you know what? Let's just take this belt right down here. We're going to bring in a whole bunch of these smelteries, which we have just constructed on our person, or on our AI robot thing. Okay, this is, yeah, we're not going to We're not going to need steel after this. Oh boy. Yeah, then we automate the drones. Then we automate the small cruisers. And then we are golden. Man, I'm telling you, this game with blueprints, when this game eventually gets blueprints, we are gonna be off to the races. Because this seems very labor intensive, very labor intensive, unnecessarily so. Right, so that goes down over there. This gets plonked down here, right in there. Steel on local supply. Easy peasy. Wonderful. Oh, goodness me. More freaking batteries. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Also, Grump, that sounds incredible. That sounds very nice. Yeah, hopefully the blueprint system is just sort of like, I don't know, best guess. It's probably not a very good way to do it. Look, the people that are making this game clearly are they're no slouches. I clearly have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to game design. However, the peeps that designed this one, I mean, they're capable. They're able to build some good stuff, as is evidenced by this. Therefore, I'm sure they're going to come up with some creative solution to blueprinting. Okay. We good? We're good. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay. Paste, 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 paste. Wonderful. We good? We are mostly good. But we could really do with a slightly faster belt. Either way, this is steel supply. That's fine. So that gets us steel, and that is excellent. Okay, so that's a pretty big bugbear actually. Just completely gone. Right. 2 drones. 2 drones need to be built real quick. Easy. Okay, this is really pretty much where we want to be. So, next thing that we want to focus on after we get the 2 drones deployed in the research system. The research system, I mean, pretty much just deploying them here. There we go. And now we're able to continuously order purple cubes and also green cubes. The reason, by the way, that we're not able to make as many green cubes, apparently, as I want to be making, weirdly, is not the plain filters or the quantum chips or whatever that are causing the problem. It's the graviton bead things. And that is irritating because I thought that we were in a slightly better place with regards to strange matter, graviton beads, etc. But apparently we're not. Apparently it is absolutely 100% just a sheer lack of deuterium here. Kinda to be expected more than anything, I guess. It's the most complicated part of the process. But what I kind of didn't expect was that we would be in such a bad place, seemingly, for hydrogen. Ugh. There we go. Although the hydrogen problem does seem to have been solved now, which is excellent. Deuterium is looking good though. Yeah, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. It's a 1-to-1 ratio between deuterium and strange matter here. Yeah, we can do a lot here. We can do a lot here, and to be honest, we probably should expand this a little bit. Assemblers, a little bit of a pain in the backside to actually get sorted, although won't be too catastrophic. We'll have this, and we'll have this. And we'll get it going. Yes. Okay, so this is also a problem here. So, I am technically exporting steel to the steel system over here. Like, the steel output in the planetary logistics system. Although, most of our steel should be focused on... the production of the titanium alloy. It's much more important. Much more important. There are already mods for this game. Wowzers. That's pretty crazy. I don't know if I have the... I don't know if I have faith in the ability for... myself to bring myself to use the mods quite yet, but you know, in time, no doubt there will be plenty of mods for this. I'm fully anticipating that, much like Factorio, this game will be very mod rich at some point. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. I'm building a miniature particle accelerator. And should have enough. Should have enough to do just that. I'm gonna need a second miniature particle accelerator, and I'm gonna need more freaking nanotubes as well. Also, I have more freaking nanotubes. What am I talking about? There we go. That's why I had a little theft zone over there. One little theft zone to steal resources from my factory. Keep flying across, pick up more resources. I feel like most of my time is spent, honestly, collecting resources from other bits of the factory. But to be honest, I literally do not think that anything can be done about that. It is what it is. Cool. So there we go. Oops. I have noticed that the game has become a little bit laggy whenever it saves. Now that may just be the fact that it's getting towards late game, or it, I don't know, might just be poorly optimized. It's not been happening before, but it has started happening a little bit more recently now. Okay, we got three more particle accelerators on the go. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get one, well, in fact, we're gonna get one in here, second one in here, and then a third one over here. The third one is gonna deal solely with deuterium to the deuterium fuel rod production area. We actually have, like, presumably an insane amount of, yeah, we have an insane amount of deuterium fuel rods. Who'd have thought that nuclear science was this easy? Not I, but I'm glad that it is this easy. Very, very glad that it is this easy. Also, I have more deuterium fuel rods on my person. There is no reason. There is no reason why I should be burning through them right at this very moment in time. It's just a waste. Just a waste. Okay. Stick that in there. Cool. Alrighty. I tell you what, putting deuterium fuel rods into an interstellar hub would be quite the coup. Although, to be honest, I don't think that I'm really ever going to get to the stage where I won't have the ability to... use them. Also, have I doofed this up here? I have doofed this up. What am I doing? I suspect that we'll be fine for power. For the most part, anyway. No guarantee. Yeah, famous last words. It's entirely true that I will embarrass myself horrifically in front of the whole internet by, you know, looking like a complete twit. But I think that, you know, I'm happy to take that chance. You know, I'm a professional twit. Highly professional. Alright, try again, potato. I've doofed it up again. That's wrong ordering of the inserters here. There we go. That's it. Yeah, so I want to do this. It's not perfectly even. I can make it perfectly even. There is no reason why I shouldn't make it perfectly even. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. Look at that. And then we're going to get another one, or perhaps even two. No, just one. Just one for now. One for now over here. One for now over here. And then we should have one more deuterium. Yep, we got one more deuterium production facility en route right now. Okay. So the devs did actually change the saving profile. Okay, so that's probably why I'm experiencing more lag of late whilst the game is saving. That makes sense, I suppose. All right. Okay, strange matter, deuterium, copy, paste. Excellent. We'll get the power up and running. Good stuff. And now we want to yoink out of this side. Wait, what? Is that not... Oh, my goodness, potato. Come on, place down the production facility right behind the other production facility. It's literally right there. Copy, paste. Cool. All right, now getting the hydrogen onto this belt in large enough quantities will be perhaps the issue. So we may need to speed up belts, given that deuterium is quite an in-demand resource. Also, I feel like this is garbage. This also doesn't need to be there. Actually, yes, it does. I don't like this setup. I don't like this setup, and I don't like it at all. Right. First of all, this needs to be consistent. We need to have the output on this side. Second of all, I don't like this setup. This setup can be redone, and it should be redone so that it's consistent and it works. Because at the moment, it's just not. The good news is, as with pretty much everything that I do, it's an easy fix. It's an easy fix. There's nothing particularly crazy about what's happening here. All we're going to need to do is we're going to need to yoink this down here like so. Need to yoink this down here like so. Yoinking is a technical term. Highly technical. Hey, Chris. How's it going? Alright. This needs to go on the outsides. And then... this needs to go on the inside. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Alright, we have the side merge. We have the side merge of deuterium. We have the front merge of the particle canisters and also the iron. And then we need the side merge of this. Deuterium from the center. From the center particle accelerator. No, wrong one. Wrong one. Okay. It's highly technical, but it's done. But it's done. Excellent. So, deuterium will probably be the limiting factor here, and therefore we should probably try and upgrade our inserters significantly. I would think. Right, the output still needs to be properly sorted. Output can do something like this. There we go. We're able to stretch the distance. And what do you know? We've got strange matter. We're going to almost certainly need way more assembly machines. Although, to be honest, I can build like a level 3 assembly machine, can't I? Yeah, I can do that. Can I upgrade the level 3 assembly machine right now? I can't. Okay, interesting. So you can't just apply the components that you have in your inventory to build the assembly machine level 3. You have to upgrade it with an item that you already have in your inventory. And because I don't have a level 3 item in my inventory, even though I have the components to make or to upgrade a level 2 to a level 3, we're going to have to make a brand new one. Which is fine. Which is fine. It's okay. Can I just get level 1 inserters for now, given that I don't have any better inserters? There we go, and then let's grab one more of these facilities. So this building right here, I think its technical term is a miniature particle accelerator, basically handles all of the nuclear operations for us. So this includes hydrogen into deuterium, which is apparently like a nuclear isotope, or I don't know, something nuclear. And also does the transformation of iron particle canisters and deuterium into strange matter, which is just, I mean, a completely unknown entity to me. Anyway, let's go and get some more components for some better belts and some better inserters, because that do be what we're after. That do be what we're after. How on earth do we still not have enough of all of the resources here? We just don't have enough. We don't have enough iron. We don't have anything. We just don't. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Faster belts, I think, is what we really need. There we go. I mean, we can try and make faster belts, but don't build that. Don't build that manually. Don't build that manually. Who do you think I am? Who do you think I am? I have my belts produced. There we go. Easy. 300 and something orders of basic belt. Good stuff. Alright. Getting like the next stage of production, or getting the next stage of automation for these belts and the inserters would be highly good. But not necessarily the end of the world if we can't. Either way, I'm pretty happy with this whole setup. It's working. It just needs to be sped up, and we just need to add on more smelteries, and we just need more iron, and more iron, more iron, more iron, more iron, more iron, more iron. Everything revolves around iron in this game, and we need more of it. I did indeed get my wish. I have the ability to build level 3 inserters again, which is grand. Let's turn this on. And let's do this. So, this is gonna have, I mean, first of all, incredible consequences. Turning this whole setup properly on and getting it all activated and all organized accordingly is gonna make a huge difference. It's gonna be really, really big. It's gonna mean, for the first time, that we have a pretty significant production of blue science cubes. I don't know why only level 1 smelters exist. It seems like an oversight. It seems like an oversight. I guess maybe things became too broken in their testing if we still don't have, you know, level 2 and level 3 smelters. But it seems like something that you could just sort of scale down. It doesn't even seem like a particularly difficult thing to implement, you know? It's a fairly... I mean, what do I know? What do I know? But, you know, it just seems like a fairly easy thing to do. All right, let's take this up. Take this up. Got some diamonds over here. Nice. And I think we can scale up this graviton bead processor setup very, very easily just by adding a couple of these. 1, 2, 3. Copy, paste, paste, paste. This will not play nice, will it? Okay, delete sulfuric acid. Delete this junk that we've got chilling around here. Do I want to backlog this in the chest? Probably not. Alright, whap hydrogen in there. Take this out. Oh, no. We're on another weird planetary geographic feature, which means that we're sliding to the side ever so slightly on this belt over here. Right. So, a little bit of an inconvenient workspace over here, but we can just about make do. We've dealt with worse. I've built more terrible systems in my life. Well, a lot more terrible systems in my life, actually. Built a huge number of highly inefficient systems in Factorio, and a huge number of highly inefficient systems in this game. But, all in all, that's not looking too bad. Take that back up, take that back up. And so that should give us, what, like, plenty of graviton things. Even today, I have built more terrible systems. Right, are we doing okay for hydrogen? We're not doing okay for hydrogen. Pourquoi? Weirdly, I think it's because we just don't have enough orbital collectors. We just need way more hydrogen than apparently we can output at this moment in time. Is the reason that we're not outputting enough hydrogen is because our graphite, something that I haven't thought about in just about forever, is absolutely overwhelming. Oh my lord, I've got so much graphite. Delete it all. There we go. Literally deleted thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of megawatts of graphite production. But it's important. It's important to do. It's very, very important to do. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to create like a little power generation area over here. Oh, but again, it's flipping magnets. It's all about magnets. Everything boils down to gosh darn magnets, doesn't it? It's always about magnets. Anyway, we get the magnets, we get the P-gen sorted. If we get a little bit of... Oh, my inventory is full. That's my bad. There we go. Burn those organic crystals. Something. I don't know. Okay. Excellent. Okay. That is good. So, we get a little bit of power generation. I'm just going to throw it down. I'm going to slap it down. It's going to be a bit of a quick and dirty power generation situation. Yeah, just gonna plop it down over here, and I think that this should work. Don't quote me on this, but we should be able to span the gap here. We totally are. Right. At least that'll sort of keep... It'll keep things, you know, ticking over for a little while. Or we could drone it, actually. We could drone it. Oh, we could drone it. I love the idea of droning it. You know why I love the idea of droning it so much? Droning it and taking it away. It's not even because it's a pretty efficient thing to do. It's straight up just because if I drone it, then that means that the drone hub has got an extra like 5,000 storage, which means that we can continue to put off doing anything with graphite. In fact, it's 10,000 storage. Holy cow, 10,000 storage. We're going to be able to put off dealing with graphite forever at this rate. Remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. Right, so that leaves a considerable amount of graphite in the system. Yellow's connected. It means that we're going to get more hydrogen, hopefully, than we usually would, which is great. Keep it coming. Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. Let's get this upgraded, that upgraded. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay, so that's a full belt that's being pushed out onto the, I don't know, mini particle collider avenue over here, which is looking real nice. I'm very happy with that. Good stuff. All right, this is all looking very smooth. Very, very smooth indeed. And we're going to continue to get more graviton beads, which means that we're going to continue to do universe exploration, which is all pretty darned excellent, if I do indeed say so myself. Let's get this moved up to a level 3 inserter. It feels weird to call them inserters, even though they're exerting, if that makes sense. I know that sounds really weird, but also, ooh, yes, that's a massive chronic oversight. I have not set up the exports of the strange matter from this one particle collider. Outsorters, exerters. Sure, it's a work in progress. I'm gonna need to work on the naming convention a little bit, but it's, you know, it's a thing. Also, deuterium. There we go. Add deuterium back in there. Oh, I know why my power is so bad. My power is so bad because my deuterium power generation has all but stopped recently whilst I was working on the processing. Yeah, weird. Okay, fine. Great. Let's get that back. Let's get back and sorted now. Cool. Still not enough hydrogen. Wowzers. Surprising, honestly. Kind of thought that we'd have enough hydrogen. When you think about it, we got all of the hydrogen coming from this setup, right? So all the hydrogen coming from this setup, plus we've got the hydrogen coming in from the spicy ice planet. That's right, you know the one, the spicy ice gas giant. Speaking of spicy ice, we're doing just fine. And it's still not enough. It's still not enough. I simply cannot believe it. I simply cannot believe it. It's pretty crazy. Right, so universe exploration is well underway. Well underway. I need... Let's build that. Let's build that. Nab a few more of these. I am importing hydrogen via... Where am I importing it? I'm importing it via somewhere, I think. Yeah, here. Maybe I'm not importing it. Maybe I'm not importing it from the gas giant? I think I am, though. I'm like 90% sure that I am. The more that I think about it, the less I'm actually convinced that I am importing it. Hydrogen. Remote demand. I don't think I am. I think I'm already importing it. Otherwise, we'd see this number spike immediately. It's 400 there, but that's not indicative of a tremendous amount of hydrogen sort of hiding away somewhere in the orbital collectors. Yeah, weird. Okay, well, you know what, we can leave that there for now. It's fine. I'm pretty sure that we're importing it from somewhere. Yeah, we're definitely, yeah, look at this. We're importing it here. Wait, hold on. Local demand and remote demand. This might be part of the problem. This needs to be perhaps on local supply. But if this is on local supply, then that means that we are going to see the resources depleted. It's not necessarily super problematic, but it is a little bit of an issue. Ditch this. Clear and reset. Fine. Okay, just leave that. Leave that there. That's okay. Okay, we do sort of run the risk of... We do run the risk of this perhaps creating a little bit of chaos later down the line, but, you know, who doesn't love a little bit of chaos later down the line, eh? Either way, look at the number of labs that we have running green science. Very, very good. We're still after these graviton lenses. We can throw in a couple of local graviton lenses that I've been holding on to for this whole darn time. For some absolutely obscene reason. That'll get us ever so slightly more, which is wonderful. Okay, at long last, it's time. Let's freaking start work on the drones, the small carrier rockets. Okay, deuterium fuel rods. We have production of deuterium fuel rods. Let me head out this way. I'm gonna start this. This deserves its own island. This deserves its own... Island is a very, very strong term, given that there are no such things as islands. Or at least, there are things that may exist as islands at the moment, but can easily be, you know, changed without hesitation into something that's not an island. More like a, I don't know, a fancy peninsula or something. Either way, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Also, my inventory is okay. It's not the end of the world. It's been worse. It's been way worse. It's been way worse. Yeah, throw down this foundation. There we go. Oh yeah, I could have used the fancy schmancy charging towers, but that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I also could have used the what's satellite substation thing. Right. Okay. So, in order to build this, let me plonk down a couple of these. Right. So, we want to fully assemble small carrier rockets. Let's work backwards here. Let's work backwards here. I do eventually want to do a wander. And just completely pave the world. I would find that very, very satisfying. Okay. Deuterium demand. Deuterium demand, fine. Easily satisfied. Quantum chip demand, also easily satisfied. Demand on that as well. Let's limit that, like, hard, because we probably don't need that many. And... what was the last bit? Oh yeah, the last bit is going to need to be assembled locally here. So we need to think about this. It is the Dyson Sphere component. Takes 8 seconds. And is actually a little bit of a pain in the backside because the frame material is the problem. And the problem mostly lies in the high purity silicon production. I believe. High purity silicon production is going to be the real crux of our problem. Let's move this around a little bit. Let's head over this way, and let's plop down one of these over here. Okay, so we're gonna need to build in the first instance an absolutely insane amount of stuff. Right, so frame material is actually not the end of the world. We should get spiniform before doing this, though. The reason that we should get spiniform is that we're going to need more nanotubes than we've ever needed before. Making frames on the planet with the silicon, it's possible. I think I should at least make the high purity silicon on the silicon planets. Like, you know, we have a silicon planet within our system. We might as well make the high purity silicon over there. To be honest, we should be doing that anyway, given that it's a space thing. Okay, so let's do stage 1 here. Titanium alloy. Demand 400, easy, sorted. Then high purity silicon, demand 400, sorted. And then carbon nanotubes, also demand, sorted. There we go. Easy peasy. Okay. Doesn't look nice. It's not meant to look nice. It's meant to be scalable. That's what we're all about here. Okay. So, don't mind the level of inserters. It's now super easy to change them anyway, so we don't even need to worry about using the garbage ones for now. Can always use the garbage ones and upgrade later as and when required. That's kind of what I'm doing with the assembling machines anyway. Okay, so let's get this set up. Let's get this set up to properly work. So we get what? We get 1 frame material from all of these inputs. Fine. So I mean, a single belt should be more than adequate. Next thing that we need to do is we need to transform it into the advanced frame material thing. What's it called? Yeah, Dyson Sphere component. Right. And that's actually, believe it or not, the easier part of this process. So processors, I think we might already have processors. In fact, we definitely already have processors in the logistics network. Solar sails, we definitely already have in the logistics network. So yeah, that's actually kind of easy. Alright, we'll plonk down another one over here. I'm not super happy that I'm going to be ridiculously reliant on logistics networks, but it's fine. I think the way to do this is to make the systems, and then worry about all of the components later. So therefore, as soon as we get the components online, boom, we're able to start work immediately. Right. Demand, and actually already, yeah, we're seeing solar sails moving across here. Okay. Processors. This might be a little bit funky. Yeah, it's funky. I'm really determined to try and get a lot of carrier rocket production. Like, I'm really determined to try and do that. I have created a ugly beast here. There we go. Let's redo this. Redo this. But again, scalable infinitely in that direction, infinitely in that direction. I say infinitely. Functionally infinitely. Alright, so let's do outputs. Nice. And then inputs. That was pretty much just about the worst of all worlds. There we go. That's too far. That's cheaty, video game. That's very cheaty. I don't like that. I don't like that. Right. The solution to this is to move this belt to the backside. Yeah. Yeah, it'll end up being better for speed, I think. We're gonna be able to load stuff faster. Oh man. Okay. Nope. And we are good. Right, yoink those solar sails up there. Okay, I think this is looking very, very nice indeed. This is looking very, very nice indeed. Alright, now let's connect up and let's see if it works. I mean, I know it will work. At least some bits will work. Processors are being moved across here. That's very cool. So now it's just carbon nanotubes, which is made with spiniform, high purity silicon, which we're going to make on another planet, and titanium alloy, which should be here. Should be on this planet, I mean. Let's build one drone and let's stick it in here. Let's stick it in here. Right, where's my drone? If only my inventory wasn't always so darned messy. There we go, look at that. 50 aluminium. Okay, this is actually a super easy fix. This is actually a super easy fix. It won't, yeah, so high purity silicon won't work if it's coming from another planet. However, the aim would be to use an interstellar logistics station as an intermediary. Although, thinking about it, let me have a little look over here. If I do... So my current level of silicon is coming here, right? Like, we've got a lot of silicon production here. We have a lot of silicon production here. I just kind of worry that... maybe we just supply it. Maybe we just supply it locally. I feel like we got a really large amount of silicon here. Yeah, you know what? Sure, what the heck? I've got the production capability. Famous last words. Famous last words. Alright, this is absolutely bound to, if not necessarily end in chaos, it's going to end in some weird setup for sure. Okay, so all of our overflow silicon is just going to go into the system. High purity silicon, supply, high purity silicon. Fine. What do we need? Thrusters. We need copper for thrusters. How on earth do we need copper? I'll yoink up some copper here. Yeah, I kind of like the idea. I kind of like the idea of doing the remote demand supply local setup. I do want to do that. I absolutely want to do that. I'm just thinking, if I get it started now, then it means that I can see where the flaws in the systems lie and fix all of the problems with hopefully additional silicon production and high purity silicon and whatnot. I think this will be fine. Is, you know, the long way of saying it. It'll be fine for now. It'll be refined later. An optimistic viewpoint. Very optimistic viewpoint. Right, where did my drone go? There we go. Right, so you're supplying high purity silicon. Excellent. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna be really cheeky. I'm gonna be really dirty. Let's just take from the belt and then just stick it at the other side over here. Oh boy, this feels bad. This feels naughty. This feels naughty. Oh, this feels really naughty indeed, actually. Oof. Oof. It's raining outside. There we go. Yeah, let's get a little bit more iron. A little bit more iron. That's plastic on the belt over there. Get some more iron and we'll see if we can try and get... I want to see if we can try and get consistent carrier production. Right? Consistent carrier production would be excellent. That would really make my day. This one here. Cool. Logistics drone. Wonderful. Okay. One more logistics drone. Excellent. Okay, so that's high purity silicon, which is almost certainly going to be the crux of all our supply issues. Let's take up the vertical launching silo. Okay. And let's move over here. So, that's looking good. That's looking okay. And here it comes. Here it actually comes. I cannot believe this, but we're getting Dyson Sphere components. Wowzers. That's quite the It's quite the turnaround from old Potato over here. Well, I'm very surprised, in fact. This is brilliant. Alright, output. Oh, this is... Oh, it's so horrific. Is it too far? No, it's not too far. I don't even understand... Okay, I hate spheres. I hate spheres. They just... They work in such a weird way. They work in such a weird way. Who came up with these things? Who came up with these things? Okay, look at that. We're making our first frame material. How much... What's the ratio, actually? It's 4 carbon nanotubes. I tell you what, we might actually be able to get away with this. If it's just 1 high purity silicon, we're probably not going to need altogether too much. Okay, bring this down this way. Bring this across here. And let's get the inputs sorted. Inputs sorted. So you need to demand, in fact, yeah, you're already demanding both of those things. We do need to get the supply of quantum chips. We need to get the supply of quantum chips and the supply of deuterium fuel rods set up. That's a super quick job. That's the great news. I've done that completely incorrectly. That's the correct way to do it. There we go, so that we're able to utilize the second belt from the center here. Quantum chips. Yeah, I don't know how many quantum chips we're going to need. I'm fairly certain that initially we'll have enough. But later, we're probably going to need to expand our production facilities of pretty much everything. But that's okay, because we can do it. We can do it around a logistics hub. And I don't think it should necessarily be too difficult to get up and running. Okay, let's do a silo over here. Sure. Sure. Build a few local belts. Is this... Ooh, that's a little... Alright, for a game that is so particular about the footprints of buildings, the fact that there's a little bit of overlap here is disconcerting. Very disconcerting indeed. Very disconcerting. Alright. Take that back, and let's power this up. I think we're ready. We need to do 2 things. One is to add quantum chips to the network. The other is to add deuterium fuel rods to the network. And that'll be us. That will legitimately be us. Quantum chips, we are fine for. Quantum chips are going to get the old overflow treatment, where they are bussed around. This is gonna look messy. It's gonna look messy. Avert your eyes if you're not a fan of mess. Oh, that's a new personal best for messy belt. That is absolutely abysmal. So that gets added as quantum chips. Quantum chip supply. We don't have any drones here. Probably want to build a drone here. Reinforced thrusters and copper. Fine. You can probably just nab a couple of drones from elsewhere, to be honest, but that's okay. Yeah, no, it's... That refined oil looks so like copper. It's confusing me. Okay, just take 100 copper. Cool. Make, I don't know, a couple of logistics drones. Doesn't really particularly matter. Okay, so that's that. We'll get 1 logistics drone in here. There we go. The 1 logistics drone is, of course, going to decide to move green cubes, which I don't want. Instead, please move the quantum chips. Also, we're now running low on processors, but there is absolutely diddly squat that we can do about that. Stick some deuterium in our in our chamber. Let's head over to, actually, to the deuterium zone. Checking whilst we go on this process here. Looks good, looks good. Pretty satisfied with that. Deuterium reactors are looking fine. We're actually a little bit low on power, just all round, but whatever. And we're gonna need to plonk down one last final station here. That goes in there. And what do you know? We should be good. Let's sort our inventory. Let's take all of this stuff out. Let's say local supply of deuterium. And let's sort the power. The problem is because I've been adding so many additional planetary logistics systems, there are so many new demands on our power. And that's somewhat of a problem. I would say. Somewhat of a problem. Okay, let's add like, I don't know, one drone. We'll add one drone. One drone seems completely fine. Deuterium, get that all added in there. Yeah, weirdly, like, hydrogen is a big problem. Hydrogen is a massive problem. Without continuous hydrogen supply, we'll be in trouble. Whoa, no. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. Upgrade that. Upgrade that. We've got one really fast bit of belt, which is remarkable, but I don't need it to be a really fast bit of belt. A regular fast belt, i.e. level 2 belt, is just fine. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Look at that. All of our cracking facilities are working. Not all of our crude oil facilities are working. And it's mostly because of refined oil, which kind of a little bit upset about, but that's fine. I'm sure we can find some uses for refined oil, right? I honestly thought that sulfuric acid would consume more of it than it is consuming, but yeah, what can I do? What can I do? Remote demand, local supply, fine. This is all looking good. Yeah, let's go and look at the small carrier area. Also, we are almost completely done with Universe Exploration 4. It's kind of been running in the background, but it's been running fairly effectively, I will say. Right, what do we need? We need more Dyson Sphere frames. Have we launched anything yet? We might have launched something. Processors. Okay, so now processors are pretty much the crux of our problem. We can unload a good couple of hundred processors into the system manually. Not necessarily the end of the world, not necessarily super required. But if we do it, then that'll at least make a good couple of frames here. Do we have any research cubes on us? We have got some yellows. I think we need... Is it purple or... Oh, look at that. 6 carrier rockets. 3 carrier rockets. I didn't even realize. Cool. All right, let's get them unloaded. Let's get them loaded into the launcher. We might even want to get more than one launcher at some point. That's crazy. We can launch 5 rockets a minute at the moment. I don't think I'm going to produce close to 5 a minute. But at least we've started, right? We're able to bash them out, which is, I mean, unbelievably exciting. The fact that we just have the ability to do this is tremendously cool. Let me take that back, and we will add manually back in the components there. All right, very, very interesting. Okay, so what are we gonna see happen? What are we gonna see happen with these nodes? I mean, we got loads of rockets coming, loads of nodes coming in. Dyson Sphere node 2-2. I want to see what changes when the rocket goes in here. 2-1, 2-2-30, 3-1-30. What does that really mean, though? So presumably it'll be 4130 now. 4030. Right. Okay, it's clearly following a pattern that escapes me. Generation capacity, 7.6. I mean, we're adding loads and loads of juice. Loads and loads of generation capacity here. Also, by the way, our new theoretical maximum of solar sails. I mean, I think we're up at it. 3,200. That ain't too bad. That ain't too bad at all. Yeah, and weirdly, we don't seem to be adding... We don't seem to be adding to any of these nodes over here. Which, for the life of me, I just can't figure out why. I guess it's okay. Yeah, weird. Very, very weird indeed. Yeah, let me go and see if we've got any more research to do. I don't think that we do. I think that's mostly our research done, to be honest. We are occasionally getting a few additional green science bits and bobs. We'll add some yellow science cubes over there. At this point, I think power really is our primary problem. The fact that we're hitting, you know, 90% power efficiency is not good. I wonder if we could maybe do a little bit better if we had a graviton lens in some of these. Alright, what do we got? Requested power, Dyson Sphere status. Yeah, so we're not really extremely high power and directly store it as photons in the critical state. Photon generation? We don't want to do that, do we? Do we want to? Can be converted into antimatter. Oh, wow. Okay. That's cool. We don't have the antimatter tech yet. That's one of the next things, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, controlled annihilation. This is it, right? Annihilation constraint sphere. Easy to make. Antimatter fuel rods. And that is done in a presumably miniature particle accelerator thingy. I have no idea. We got a photon. We got a photon. I don't want photons, I don't think. I don't think that we need that. So requested power is 14 megawatts. We haven't quite got the power yet. We haven't quite got the power to sustain what we're after. We need more solar sails. I will say though, I think the solar sails are doing a pretty bang up job of keeping me somewhat in business. Which is excellent news because I like being in business. It's very, very pog, as they do indeed say. Right, well, I mean, with that incredible news that we are... Everything's pretty much being automated now, to be honest. Everything is working. Everything is in good working order. It's just a matter of quantity, really, more than anything. We are hard at work on our Dyson Sphere nodes, whatever the heck that means. Do we need to reach 30? Do we need to reach 30 deliveries on each and every node? Oh, look at that. It's only 2 megawatts of capacity. Oh, I thought it was already megawatts. Okay, so it was used to only be kilowatts. So that's not very much capacity at all. So we need to clearly do a lot more. We clearly need to send a whole heck of a lot of these little shuttles, as I kind of anticipated. It's not the end of the world. But we just need to ramp up all of the required components, or all of the components that are required for the construction of mini shuttles, deuterium fuel rods, quantum chips, etc., etc., etc. It should be completely fine. Alright. There we go. We donezo. There are 3 nodes missing. I don't know why. I don't know why they're not filling in. That's the thing, right? Is that I don't know why they're refusing to... I don't know why they're refusing to work. Like, I can delete them here. I can add more in. You know, but I don't think they're gonna dispatch to them automatically. I have absolutely no idea why. Super weird. I don't get it. I don't get it. But there we go. Now we got 7. Yeah, I feel like we should get an 8th. I feel like we should get an 8th just to sort of roughly even this up. They're working, but they're just not built yet. Yeah, I don't know why they've the shuttles have decided to prioritize going to the 3 existing ones. I would love to know, but unfortunately, I don't. I don't. I just don't. I don't know why they decided to prioritize 3. It would make. I would understand the rationale if they only delivered to 1 node first, but the fact that they delivered to 3 nodes is interesting. Maybe it's something to do with the speed at which the rockets can travel the distance to the sun or something. I have no idea. I mean, I have just genuinely 0 idea. Either way, I'm pretty happy with how things are looking here. We got three nodes that are, you know, heavily under construction, and we've got whatever it is, 5 more nodes that are planned after that. Maybe we get ourselves a second vertical launching silo after we increase our construction of components.